Okay, so here's something to think about. The United States is home to just over 4% of the world's population, but it accounts for nearly 25% of the global economy. How does that even happen?
That's a wild statistic. And it's not like Americans are working twice as hard as everyone else, right? So, what's the secret sauce here?
Well, that's the thing. It's not just about hard work. A big part of it comes down to how the US protects ideas, innovation, and intellectual property. It's a system that rewards creativity and originality, and that's a huge driver of wealth.
That makes sense. When you think about it, the US is home to some of the most innovative companies in the world: Apple, Google, Tesla. But it's not just about having good ideas. It's about having a system that protects those ideas so they can actually thrive.
Exactly. In the US, if you come up with something new, a product, a brand, a piece of technology, you can patent it, trademark it, or copyright it. And if someone tries to copy it, they're in for a world of legal trouble. The penalties are serious, and that creates a culture where people feel safe to innovate.
But in other places, like China, the rules around intellectual property are a lot looser, right? You could create something groundbreaking today, and by tomorrow, there are already knockoff versions flooding the market.
That's exactly it. And those knockoffs are usually cheaper, which makes it even harder for the original creator to compete. It's incredibly frustrating, and over time, it discourages people from innovating. Why bother coming up with something new if someone else is just going to steal it and profit from your hard work?
That's such a dangerous cycle. If people stop innovating, everything stagnates. And that's bad for everyone, not just the creators.
Right? And that's why the US has such a strong advantage. It's not just about who works harder, it's about who works in an environment that rewards their hard work. And in America, that environment is built around protecting intellectual property.
You know, this reminds me of Masayoshi Son, the founder of SoftBank. He's Japanese, but his first big success actually happened in the US, didn't it?
Oh, absolutely. His story is such a great example of how the right environment can make all the difference. Like when he was studying in the US, he made it a personal challenge to come up with one business idea every single day. Can you imagine that kind of discipline?
That's wild. I mean, who does that? But it clearly paid off for him.
It did. Eventually, he invented this electronic translator and he sold it for about $1 million. That was his first big break, his first pot of gold, as they say.
And here's the thing: if he had been in an environment where intellectual property wasn't protected, that product would have been copied immediately. He wouldn't have made that $1 million, and who knows, maybe he wouldn't have gone on to keep inventing.
Exactly. It's not just about the invention itself, it's about the environment that allows that invention to thrive. In the US, the system rewards the creators, not the copiers. And that's a huge part of why America continues to be a hub for innovation and wealth creation.
So, really, the difference isn't about who works harder. It's about whether your hard work is protected and rewarded. And that's what makes the US stand out.
Right? America has this culture of rewarding innovation, and that creates a positive feedback loop. People see others succeed because of their ideas, and it inspires them to come up with their own. It's this cycle of creativity and progress.
And it's not just about individuals either. Companies thrive in this kind of environment, too. Think about all the major tech companies: Apple, Google, Microsoft. They're all based in the US, and a big part of their success is tied to the country's strong intellectual property laws.
Absolutely. And it's not just tech. You see it in entertainment, pharmaceuticals, even agriculture. The US has this ability to take ideas and turn them into industries, but it all starts with protecting those ideas in the first place.
So maybe the real takeaway here is that it's not just about working hard, it's about working smart. And part of working smart is making sure your efforts are protected. But then that raises another question. How do you create an environment where that's possible?
Well, for starters, you need strong laws and enforcement mechanisms. But it's also about culture. People need to value originality and innovation. They need to see it as something worth protecting.
And that's not something that happens overnight. It takes time to build that kind of culture. But once it's in place, the benefits are enormous. You get this environment where people are constantly pushing the boundaries, trying new things, and creating value.
Exactly. And that's what makes the US such a powerhouse. It's not just about the work ethic, it's about the systems and the culture that support innovation. And that's something other countries could learn from.
Definitely. It's a reminder that success isn't just about individual effort. It's about the environment you're in. So if you want to succeed, you need to find or create an environment that supports your goals.
And if all else fails, well, you could always move to America.
Ha! Fair point. But seriously, it's about more than geography. It's about creating a mindset and a system that values and protects hard work and creativity. That's the real key to success.
Couldn't have said it better myself.